Today's health and safety moment is going to be about one of my favorite topics of all, sugar. As anybody that knows me knows, I am a subject matter expert on this particular item. I also spent 20 years as a food manufacturer, and what we're going to do today is to help you understand how many different ways I am allowed to hide the fact that you're eating almost pure sugar in your everyday foods. We are going to look at some labels here and give you a better idea of how to understand what you're looking at. So we see here a common, ordinary, healthy food, yogurt. First listed ingredient, low-fat yogurt, then fruit blend. Looks healthy, right? We'll take a look at another label. Here's another Yoplait yogurt label. Again, first listed ingredient, low-fat raspberry yogurt. Labels are required to have their ingredients listed in their predominant order. So the most of the stuff that's in there is listed first, the least of the stuff that's in there is listed last. Here's granola. Again, first listed ingredient, whole grain rolled oats. Got to be healthy for you. Here's ketchup. First listed ingredient, distilled white vinegar, apple vinegar, tomato paste. So again, vinegars and tomato paste, got to be good for you. Here's another typical ketchup label. Tomato concentrate. Okay, first listed ingredients. You'd think the first listed ingredient in ketchup would be tomatoes. And here's one that makes no bones about it. Sweet Baby Ray's. It is nothing but pretty much pure sugar. Let me show you why these things are not necessarily in the order that they appear. Here are 62 different names that the government allows me to label my sugars as. Your body at a cellular level doesn't see sugar different one from another. However, as a food manufacturer, I can call out my different sugars and break them down into subcategories so that they don't necessarily appear as the first ingredient in the food, because nobody would really be wanting to reach for a product whose first listed ingredient is sugar. So we'll now look at the labels again and I'll show you. This one, obviously, straight off the top. Fructose corn syrup, cornstarch, basically a carbohydrate, which your body's going to see as sugar, but here we have pineapple juice, which is fructose, that's more sugar, molasses, more sugar, corn syrup, more sugar, and sugar. If you added these two sugars together, they would likely be the first ingredient. But I'm allowed to split them out so that you don't see how much sugar is actually in this. Again, fruit juice, that is sugar, that's going to be fructose, and cane sugar to boot. Put together, sugar would move well up the list here on the list of ingredients, and you can double check this by looking at your total added sugars. So here we have again, another healthy kind of ketchup. Brown sugar, cane sugar, and cornstarch. Yoplait, yogurt, it's got to be good for you, right? Fructose, strawberry puree, modified cornstarch. Your body is going to see these basically as sugars. So in theory, if you just simply had to list all of the different stuff as sugars, it would be much higher up the list. And sucralose, anything that ends with an ose, is going to be basically sugar. This one is an artificial one. 21 grams of sugar in this, and here's where it's all hiding. Sugar, high fructose corn syrup, raspberry puree, and cornstarch. Now that you have a little better idea, take a look at these labels and you can see just how much sugar is actually in the foods that you eat. Not telling you don't eat them, but just take this into account when you're trying to count your calories and do all that healthy stuff we're supposed to do. Thank you for your time and attention.